नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप सभी का एचजीटी क्लासेस में स्वागत है। इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट प्रैक्टिस सेट 2.1 Pythagoras theorem and the problem number 1. Okay, let's start. The question number 1, identify with reason which of the following are Pythagorean triplets. Okay, some numbers are given, three numbers are given, and we have to identify which of the given number is Pythagorean triplet and what is the reason behind this. So you know that if the square of the largest number is equal to the sum of square of the two other numbers, then that three numbers are called as Pythagorean triplets. So let's start. We'll solve this question. Okay, so 3 5 4. Okay, so we'll solve this. Therefore, okay, 3 square, I know that 9. Therefore 4 square, I know that it is 16. Therefore 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 9 plus 16 is equal to 25. Okay, suppose this is 1. Therefore 5 square, okay, it is also 25. So this is 2. Therefore, okay, I can write that 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square from 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. If you want to write this 1 and 2, you can write, otherwise don't write. Therefore, okay, 3 5 4 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, Pythagorean triplet according to triplet. Give one rule. Okay, the square of the largest number is equal to the sum of squares of the two smallest number. Okay, just don't write the statement. No need to write the statement because you have understood what is mean of the Pythagorean triplet. Okay, let's solve it. If is it true from 1 and 2, then only you'll consider the given three numbers are Pythagorean triplet, otherwise not. Okay, so come to the second problem. Okay, 4 square, I know that, therefore 4 square, you know that it is 16, and 9 square, I know that it is 81. Therefore, okay, 4 square plus 9 square, I will do this. Okay, 16 plus 81. If I add this 1 and 6, it is 7, and 8 and 1, it is 97. Okay, it is 1. Therefore now 12 square, it is 144. It is 2. Okay, therefore 12 square is not equal to 4 square plus 9 square from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2. Therefore, if this statement is not correct, okay, therefore for 9 12 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, Pythagorean, okay, Pythagorean triplet. Okay, you have to write like this. Okay, so this is the problem number 1. This is 2. Why it is not Pythagorean triplet? This statement is not matching to this one. Okay, from 1 and 2, come to the third problem. Okay, therefore 5 square, I know that it is 25. Therefore 12 square, I know that it is 144. Therefore 5 square plus 12 square, I will write 25 plus 144, it is 169. Okay, if we do this, we now come to the second. Therefore 13 square is equal to 169. This is second. Therefore 13 square is equal to 5 square plus 12 square from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2. Okay, now see that therefore these numbers 5 12 13 is a Pythagorean triplet, is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, Gorian triplet. Okay, you have to write like this. Okay, so these are the first three examples we have solved this. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, and now we are going to solve remaining three examples, and then we will complete this question number 1. Okay, so we'll solve the remaining three questions from question number 1, 24, 70, 74. This is the fourth question, therefore square of 24. Okay, you know that square of 24, 576. Okay, this is number 1, square of 70. Obviously, if I do the square of 70, I'll get 4900. Okay, no, this is not number 1, this is not number 2 actually. These are the first two, and now we'll add this two. Okay, now we'll add this two. Okay, so now therefore 24 square plus 70 square, I will get 576 plus 4900. Okay, now add this. Okay, you'll get how to add. I will tell you. 4900 plus 576. Okay, 6, 7, then 4, carry 1 here, 5, 4, 7, 6. Okay, 5, 4, 7, 6. Okay, suppose this is number 1. And now come to the second, 74 square. Okay, so do the square of 74. Okay, so you'll get the new number which you have to write here. Okay, 74 square. Okay, we'll do the 74 square. 74 into 74, 6, and this is 28, 0. Okay, no. 4 4 the 16, and 4 4 4 the 16, 6. Okay, and 1 is remaining. 4 or 7 the 28, 29. Okay, take the 0. 28 carry 2, 7 7s are 40. Okay, this is 49 and 2, 51. Okay, so 6, then 7, then 4, then 5. Okay, so this is 5 4 7 6. This is 2. Therefore 24 square plus 70 square is equal to 74 square. Okay, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2. Okay, so therefore the numbers 74, 70 and 74, okay, is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so you have to solve like this. Okay, very simple. Just do the calculation and get a solution. Come to the next. Okay, therefore 10 square, I know that 100. Okay, it is 100. 24 square, I have right now find out is 576. Therefore 10 square plus 24 square is equal to 100 plus 576. So it will be 676. Okay, because if I add this is number 1. Therefore 27 square. Okay, obviously if I do that I will get 9. Okay, not I will not get 6. Okay, so it's obviously different, but we will do this. 27 27 9, I carry 4, and this is 18, and carry 0, this is 14, 4 carry 1, this is 5, so 9, this is 2, and this is 7 to 9. Okay, 7 to 9. Okay, this is second. Okay, now see that both are different. Okay, now see that both are different. It is correct 576, and that's why. Okay, therefore 10 okay, it's not 10 square actually. You can write in reverse also, no problem. 27 square, okay, is not equal to 10 square plus 24 square. Okay, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2. Okay, therefore numbers 10, 24, 27 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so you have to write like this. So these numbers are not a pair of Pythagorean triplets. Okay, now come to the next. Therefore 11 square, I know that 121. Therefore 60 squares, I know 36 and 2 zeros, and therefore 11 square plus 60 square, I'll get 121 plus 3600. Okay, now add this, I will get this. Okay, this 0 so it is 21, this 1 and 6, it is 7, and this is C. Okay, this is 1, and therefore 61 square, I know that this is also 3721, this is 2. Okay, therefore 61 square is equal to 11 square plus 60 square, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2. Okay, therefore the numbers 11, 60, 61 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so in this way you have to solve this. Okay, this is the very ample case, and this is very ample case. Okay, this we have to solve this problem. This is problem 1. We have completed it, and I hope you understood this problem. Now we are going to solve problem number 2, and now there are total 9 problems left from this practice set. We'll solve these problems very fast because all the problems are very easy. Okay, so now we are going to solve problem number 2. Okay, so we'll solve the problem number 2. In this problem, see the diagram. In triangle MNP, okay, this NQ is perpendicular to MP. This is given, MQ is given 9, and NQ is given 4. Okay, this is given 9. Okay, and this is given 4. We have to find this. Okay, NQ. Okay, so let's solve this. Okay, so first we'll write given in triangle MNP, angle MNP is equal to 90. Okay, just write the given sec n cube perpendicular sec mp. Okay, this is given. Then mq is equal to 9 and cube is equal to 4. Therefore, okay, therefore you know that the formula nq square is equal to then mq into qp. Okay, theorem of geometric mean. Okay, a geometric mean theorem. Okay, you write geometric mean theorem. Okay, geometric mean theorem. Okay, or theorem of geometric mean. Okay, you just write the reason. This is theorem. Therefore nq square is equal to, you know that this square is equal to mq into qp. You have learned this. Okay, 9 into 4. Okay, therefore nq square is equal to, this is 36. Therefore nq is equal to 6 into. Okay, by taking square roots. Okay, by taking square roots on both the sides. Okay, so this is the reason and this is solution. Okay, only you have to use just now onwards of this problem, you have to just use the formulas and the you have to put the values, you have to do the calculation, you'll get your solution. This is problem number 2, we have solved it. Okay, now we're going to solve problem number 3. Okay, so we'll solve the question number 3. In this question also same condition is given. PM is perpendicular to QR and this is a right angle triangle angle QPR is 90 degree and second. Okay, so whatever the given we'll write first and then we'll solve this. Okay, solution. Okay, so first we'll write given. Okay, in triangle. Okay, PQR. Okay, angle QPR is equal to 90. Okay, sec PM perpendicular sec QR, it is given. Then given PM is equal to 10 and QM is equal to 8. Find the okay, rest MR. Okay, QR, we have to find QR. Okay, so first we need to find MR. Okay, therefore we'll write PM square is equal to then QM square, QM into MR. Okay, theorem of geometric mean. Okay, or geometric mean theorem of geometric mean. Okay, geometric mean. Okay, you write this reason, theorem of geometric mean. Okay, so what is this 10 square? Okay, 10 square is equal to km is 8 and mr you have to find. Okay, this is 100, 8 into mr, so mr I will get mr is equal to, okay, 100 divided by 8. Okay, so 8 ones are 8, 2 is remaining, 8 to the 16, 4, 8 5. Okay, so this is mr is equal to 12.5 units. Okay, so once you get this, you just do the addition. Okay, therefore QR, you have to find QR is equal to QM plus MR. Okay, so QM is 8 and MR is 12.5. Okay, you try to do this again. So it will be 20.5 units. Okay, so therefore QR is equal to 20.5 units. 20.5 units. Okay, this is solution. Okay, so in this way we have to solve this. Is very easy. Just use the theorem on geometric mean, the put the values, given values, do the calculation to get your solution. Okay, this is the problem number 3. We have solved it, and now we are going to solve problem number 4. Okay, so we'll solve the problem number 4. In this problem, using the information given from the figure, we have to find the P, R, and PS. Okay, so let's start to solve this. Okay, so solution I am going to write here. Okay, so in triangle PSR, okay, angle PSR is equal to 90 and angle SPR is equal to 30. Okay, this is given. Okay, so given, so I am writing a given. Therefore angle, which angle I want to find? PRS. Okay, PRS is equal to 60. Okay, remaining the, okay, this is the remaining angle of triangle. Okay, remaining angle of a triangle, Okay, so you know that the addition of three angles of a triangle is 180. Okay, Therefore you got this. Then what is given next? Okay, SR is equal to 6. It is also given. Okay, so by using property of 30, 60, 90 degree triangles. Okay, so use this property triangle. Okay, 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. We're using property of 30, 60, 90. So this SR is opposite to P, so angle P, so it is 1/2 of the hypotenuse. So SR is equal to 1/2 of the hypotenuse PR. Okay, so side opposite to 30 degree. Okay, so angle 30 degree. Okay, so it is 6 into 1/2 into PR. So PR is equal to 6 into 2. So it is PR is equal to, it is 12. Okay, units. So this is PR, and now we have to find SP. Okay, therefore SP is side opposite to 60. So it is root 3 by 2 of the hypotenuse. Okay, into PR. Okay, side opposite. Okay, side opposite to 60 degree. Okay, so after putting the value 3 upon 2 into this is 12, so it is 6 root 3 units. Okay, you do the calculation, so you'll get this. Okay, so therefore SP is equal to 6 root 3 units. Okay, so these are the values. Okay, just use the properties of 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Opposite side of 30 is 1 of the hypotenuse, opposite side of 60 degrees root 3 by 2 of hypotenuse, and just put the values, do the calculation, you get solution. This is the problem number 4 we have solved it, and now we are going to solve problem number 5. Okay, so we'll solve the question number 5. In this question, see from the figure. Okay, this is figure ABC triangle, this and this sides are congruent, means this is isosceles right angle triangle. Hypotenuse is root 8. Okay, so find the AB and BC with the help of the information given in the figure. Complete the following activity. Okay, AB is equal to BC. Okay, it is given. Okay, what is the reason here? You write given. Okay, it is given. Then angle BAC is equal to angle BCA. Okay, is equal to 45 degree. Okay, so we can identify this. Okay, therefore AB upon BC is equal to 1 upon root 2 into AC. Okay, the reason 45, 45, 90 degree triangle property. Okay, so this is 1 root no 1 root 2. Okay, it's 1 root 2. So this is also 1 root 2. So this root 2 get cancelled, so it is 2. Okay, so it is 2 units. Okay, so in this way you have to complete this activity. Okay, so very easy. Okay, just put the values, do the calculation, you get your solution. Okay, so this is the activity which is given in the fifth question. We have completed it, and now we are going to solve the question number 6. Okay, it's not given in the activity, but if you want to write, you can write property of 45, 45, 90 degree triangle. Okay, in this way you complete this. Okay, so we'll solve the sixth question. In this question, find the side and perimeter of square whose diagonal is 10 centimeters given. Okay, so let quadrilateral ABCD be the square. Okay, be the square. Okay, so given square we have considered quadrilateral ABCD. Therefore I will write AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. Okay, sides of square are congruent. Okay, square are congruent. Okay, then I can write, therefore angle ABC is equal to angle BCA is equal to angle CDA is equal to angle ADC. Okay, is equal to 90. Okay, angles of square, okay, are congruent and right angles. Okay, if you want to write, you write. Don't write, no problem. Okay, you write angles of square, it is enough. Okay, therefore in triangle, okay, in triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90. Okay, AC is equal to 10, okay, centimeter. It is given. Okay, therefore AB is equal to BC is equal to, okay, 1 root 2 into AC. Okay, property of triangle 45, 45, 90. Okay, so these angles, okay, diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. I'm writing here, diagonals are angle bisectors. Okay, I'm writing here is and diagonals are angle bisector. Therefore I will write 1 root 2 into 10. So this is 1 root 2 into, okay, 100. You know that, okay, this is 100 actually. I'm writing here 100. Okay, so if I am going to convert to 1 root 2, okay, this will be 4 into 25. Okay, so I'll take 5. No, this, okay, so I want this. Okay, so I have to cancel root 2. Okay, so this 50 into 2. Okay, this will be 2 into root 50. Okay, so this get cancels. This is root 50. So into 5 into root 2. Okay, units. Okay, these are the sides. Okay, therefore I get sides. Therefore AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD is equal to 5 root 2 centimeter. It is not units, centimeter it is given. Okay, so first I got this, and now perimeter. Okay, therefore perimeter of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to 4 into side. Okay, AB. Okay, so 4 into side, so 4 into this 5 root 2. So it is, I'll get 20 root 2 centimeter. Okay, so this is the perimeter. Okay, so in this way you have to solve this. This is question number 6. Okay, it's actually given the, you have to just draw the diagram and you have to just do the calculation. You can solve in this way also by the Pythagoras theorem also you get some solution. Okay, so it depends on you. Just write the reasons behind each and everything and just put the values given and solve it. You'll get your solution. This is question number 6. We have completed it, and now we're going to solve question number 7. Okay, so we'll solve the question number 7 in figure D. Okay, DFE. Okay, this DFE angle is 90 degree. This FG perpendicular ED. Okay, I put in here. So okay, ZD is 8. FG is given to us. Find the values of EZ. Where is EZ? Okay, this. Then FD is FD and this. Okay, 3 values we have to find. So let's start. Okay, so solution I'm writing here. Okay, in triangle DFE. Okay, DFE. Okay, angle DFE is equal to 90 and FG perpendicular ED. Okay, it is given. Therefore, you know, theorem of geometric mean. Okay, FG square is equal to then what is given, GD into, we have to find EZ. Okay, EZ. Okay, so this is by theorem of geometric mean. Theorem of geometric mean. Okay, you just put the reason and solve this. Okay, so therefore I will get, this is actually F is 12 square. Okay, then GD is equal to 8 and I have to EZ find. Okay, therefore 144, this is 8 into EZ. Okay, therefore EZ is equal to 144 divided by 8. So 8 ones are 8. Okay, 8 ones are 8. What is remaining now? 6 remaining. Okay, so 8 8 is 64. Okay, so EZ is equal to 18 units. So you got the first value. Okay, so this is EZ, it is 18 units. Okay, so now you need to find the next. So which value you have to find? FD. Okay, FD, this FD. So this will find. So in triangle, now take the triangle in triangle. Okay, which triangle? FZD, okay, angle FZD is equal to 90. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, FD square is equal to GD square plus GF square. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so just write the reason here. Just put the value FD. I know that FD is given. Okay, FD is not given. We have to find FD square. So GD is given 8 square and GF is given 12 square. Okay, so this is 64 and this is 144. If you do this is 208. Okay, so this, okay, so FD is equal to in square root 208 by taking square root. Okay, taking square roots. Okay, write in proper way. Okay, just don't write in short. Okay, so now see this, therefore FD is equal to 208. Okay, so I can just 4 5s are, okay, 4 5s are, then this will be half and okay, so I need to divide this 64. Okay, 64 into, I think, 4 16. Okay, 4 into 4 5s are 20 and 4 2s are, okay, this is then again I will get 4 into 4. Okay, 4 ones are and 4 threes. Okay, so this will be 4 into 13 units. Okay, FD is equal to, okay, so do this, you got this FD also, so it is 4 root 13. Okay, now you have to find last EF. Okay, right, EF. So in triangle, again in triangle, this G, okay, now FZD angle FGE. Okay, FG angle FGE is equal to 90. Therefore, okay, EF square is equal to GE square plus this GF square. Okay, GF square. So EF square is what? 18 square. No, it is not 18. Now we got this. We have to find this. We have to find EF square. Okay. So this is GF is 12 square plus this is 18 square. Okay, this is 144. This 18 square you have to find. 18 into 18. Okay, 64 carry 6. So it is 144 carry 8. And this is 1 4. Then this is your 2 324. 324. Okay. So now add 448. 426. And this is 468. Okay. So therefore this okay, EF is equal to under root 468 by taking square root. Okay, square roots. So now we have to solve this again. Okay, so it can be divided. Okay, by which number we need to think of this. 4 ones are 4, not possible. 8 I think 8 5s are 40. Okay, then 6 remaining 68. So 8 is not possible. I need to think of this. Okay, this is the last, I think. Okay, it is 36 into 36 into 30. Okay, therefore EF 36 into 30. Okay, so it is 6 into root 13 units. Okay, you try to do this. Okay, it is very easy actually. Okay, so this is the last value. This is the problem number, I think, 7. Okay, we have completed this problem. You have to just follow this step, just do the proper calculation, just don't do any mistake in the calculation, you will get your correct solution. Okay, we have solved problem number 7. Now we are going to solve problem number 8. Okay, so we'll solve the 8th problem. In this problem, find the diagonal of rectangle whose length is 35 centimeter and breadth is 12 centimeter. It is given. Okay, 35 and 12 centimeter. And now suppose quadrilateral ABCD be the rectangle. Now therefore 12 12, this is breadth, 35 35, this is the length. Okay, so this is given, so I am writing here. So angle ABC is 90. The angle of rectangle is always 90 degrees. So in triangle ABC, okay, suppose this is triangle ABC angle is 90. Therefore by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem, you have to use this Pythagoras theorem here. Okay, so you'll get this. So we have to find AC square. Okay, therefore AC square is equal to AB square. Is what is AB square? 12 square, and this is 35 square. Okay, so it is 144. This is 1225. Okay, 1225. Just add this. Okay, this is 9, then this is 6, and this is 3, and this is 1. Okay, so therefore AC square is equal to this. AC is equal to 37 centimeter. Okay, by taking square root. Taking square root. Okay, taking square roots, we'll get this. Okay, therefore diagonal is 37 centimeter. Okay, so this is your solution. This is the question number 8, and it is very easy. And now we are going to solve question number 9. We have only the last 7 minutes time, and we have to solve 2 questions, so just try to understand. Okay, so we'll solve the question number 9. In this question, M is the midpoint. See this diagram, angle PRQ is 90 degree PRQ. The M is midpoint. We have to find PQR. Okay, is equal to 4pm square. 4pm square minus 3pr square. Okay, we have to solve this. This is very easy actually. And this is star mark problem. Okay, in triangle. Okay, I write in triangle PQR. Okay, PQR. Okay, in triangle PQR, I will write that angle PRQ. Angle PRQ is equal to 90 degree. Then okay, M is the midpoint. M is the midpoint. Okay, midpoint of QR. Okay, this is given. Okay, this is given. So now you have to solve this. Therefore, okay, therefore PQ square is equal to, I will write PR square plus RQ square. Okay, RQ square by Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. Okay, you have to use the Pythagoras theorem. So you will get this. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem you will get this. Okay, after this, okay, but RQ, you know that this RQ is RM plus MQ. Okay, therefore PQ square is equal to PR square plus this RM plus MQ square. Okay, so after getting this, just PR square is equal to RM square plus 2RM into MQ plus MQ square. Okay, you got this. Okay, but I know that, therefore PR square plus this RM. Okay, this I can place there RM only. Okay, we want RM only. Okay, so RM, because these are the same. RM square plus 2RM into RM plus this is RM square. Okay, reason I will write RM is equal to MQ. Okay, okay, so M is the midpoint. M is the midpoint. Okay, so write this type of reason. So then you'll get this PR square plus these all are the RM square. This is 2RM square. This is RM square. Okay, RM square plus 2RM square plus RM square. Okay, so I will get PR square plus 4RM square. Okay, this is condition first. So this is PQ square. Okay, so this is first. Just write it properly. Okay, just don't do mistake. Then come to the second. Okay, in triangle PRM. Okay, in triangle PRM, angle PRM is equal to 90. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, okay, PM square is equal to PR square plus RM square. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Okay, you write this. We want RM. Therefore, RM square is equal to this PM square. Okay, PM square minus PR square. Okay, so this is second, suppose this is 1, suppose, and now see this, if I put this value at the place of RM, okay, I will get PQ square is equal to PR square. Okay, plus this PM square and PR square. Okay, 4PM square. Okay, 4PM square minus 4PR square. Okay, I'm writing directly, don't worry. Okay, this is multiplied by 4. Okay, this is minus. Okay, pm is plus. Okay, so this minus 4 and this plus 1, so it is 4 pm square minus 3 pr square. Okay, this is pq square. So this is our proof. Okay, so we got this. Okay, whatever we want here. But one thing, आपको एक काम करना है, यहाँ पे आपको लिखना है what you have to write exactly from 1 and 2. Okay, don't forget to write there this here. Just do the proper calculation, use the given properties. Nothing is tough in this problem. It is very easy. You can easily solve it. Okay, so this is the question number 9. We have solved it, and now we are going to solve the question number 10, the last question of practice set 2.1. Okay, this is the last question. Question is not written, but I will explain this. Okay, there are two buildings on the opposite side of street, and we have to find the width of street, means BD. So first window's height of first building is 4 meter from the ladder 5.8. Okay, this is the length of ladder, and we need to move to the second building. The height is 4.2 meter. Okay, and just we have to draw the diagram like this. Just I have written AB is the height of first building window, AB 4 meter. D is the height of the second building window, it is 4.2. Then AC is equal to C 5.8 meter length of the ladder. Then in triangle ABC you can see this is the 90s, because every building is straight and it makes the 90s angle, and therefore use the Pythagoras theorem. Just put the values I have did there, the calculation. So this is the square of 33.64, and then 4 square is 16 plus BC square. Okay, therefore BC square is equal to 33.64 minus 16. Okay, so just minus the 16 for this, so you'll get 13 minus 6. Okay, 7. Okay, 1, and this is 17.64, therefore BC square. Okay, you'll get 17.64. So BC is equal to, when do the square root, 4.2 meter. Okay, so this is the first, you got this. Similarly in triangle EDC you can see, in triangle EDC, in triangle EDC, okay, ADC angle EDC is equal to 90. Therefore use the Pythagoras theorem. C square is equal to ED square plus CD square. Okay, Pythagoras theorem, by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, okay, once you do this you'll get, okay, C square is 5.8 square. Again this is ED square, it is 4.2, and bracket square. Okay, put the brackets plus CD square. Okay, so you know that this is 17.64, this is, you know, that 33.64, and plus CD square. Okay, therefore CD square is equal to 33.64 minus 17.64, it is 16. Therefore CD is equal to 4. Okay, meter, by taking square root on both sides. You write by taking square root on both sides. Therefore BD is equal to BC plus CD is equal to 4.2 plus 4 is equal to 8.2 meter. Okay, so this is BD is equal to 8.2 meter. This is the length of or width of the street. Okay, you get this after doing the calculation. Just write in your own way, don't do the copy by anywhere. Okay, just put the values and do the calculation, but use the Pythagoras theorem only. Okay, because this problem is very easy. Just draw the diagram, put the values, and just place the values. Just use the Pythagoras theorem, solve it, you'll get your width of the street, and that width of street is 8.2 meters. Okay, that much wide street is there, and the two buildings are on the opposite side of street present, and you will get solution. Okay, this is the last problem. I have tried to solve this problem at my best, but due to the time limit I have just try to solve these problems very fast. Please try to understand, please learn, do the practice, and do your best. Okay, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon button so you'll get the notification of our upcoming videos on time. Thanks, and keep watching. Have a nice time.